Welcome to the season finale for Season 4 here at Hull City. There is a lot to play for everywhere in the league. We noticed at the end of the last episode that results had been going our way with regards to everybody else around us. At the top of the table, we noticed Liverpool play Tottenham. They'd played 35 games at that moment in time. They actually played a game each prior to us arriving on this particular match day against Man United. Liverpool lost to Leicester. Tottenham beat Crystal Palace. So as Tottenham head into the game against Liverpool at Anfield, Spurs are top of the table. If Spurs win against Liverpool, they've won the title. If Liverpool win, it goes to the final day. If they draw, it goes to the final day. Our opponents today, Manchester United, or first opponents today, Manchester United, going to finish third. Chelsea are a point above City, but City have a game in hand. So it's still all to play for fourth spot. And then comes the fight for sixth. Now, at present, you see there, it doesn't look like there's a European spot available for sixth. The winner of the FA Cup will qualify for the Europa League. We could do it via that. The winner of the Carabao Cup qualifies for the Europa League. Now, Liverpool have won that competition, meaning that sixth spot should open up for an English team to be put into the Europa League. So, we have Arsenal, who are currently seventh, chasing Wolves, who are sixth, a point above them. You see Wolves play 37, 62 points. Arsenal and West Ham both played 36, 61 points. We've played 35, 58 points. So if we win against Man United, we go to 61 points and we'll go above Arsenal and West Ham on goal difference and be a point behind Wolves with a game in hand. As will Arsenal and West Ham have a game in hand on Wolverhampton Wanderers. So I believe if we win all three of our games today, we will finish sixth in the Premier League and qualify for the Europa League next season, regardless of what happens in the FA Cup final. On the off chance that Arsenal finish sixth and then we lose the FA Cup final, we'd probably still get the Europa League spot if we can get the results we need to finish seventh. There's a lot to play for here in our first season in the Premier League with an incredible front line and a dodgy defence. We've tried our hardest to finish in the top half. We should do that. We will do that. You can see the gap below us is 7 points and Leicester have only 3 to play for. So we will finish at least 9th. But we could finish 6th. We could finish 6th. It's all to play for here. And at the bottom of the table, Leeds are down. Fulham are down. Crystal Palace are all but relegated. Brighton need a point in any of their final 2 games. They play Arsenal in the first of those 2 at home. And then Fulham at home. So they should get the points they need. They should get the points they need. So Brighton just need a single point from their final 2 games. I genuinely believe if we win our last 3 games, we'll finish 6th. Manchester United, followed by Southampton, followed by Crystal Palace, and then tomorrow, an FA Cup final special against Arsenal with the suit. It always seems to be, no matter what team I'm at, no matter what league we're in, there always seems to be something to play for at the end of the season. It's very rare that we just end with a damp squib. And it's not artificially manufactured either. It just so happens to be that I'm not good enough to run away with something and not quite bad enough to not be in the hunt for something. There's always something to play for. It's pretty nutty, but it provides you guys with some great entertainment, and hopefully today offers you even more entertainment. We will head to Old Trafford as soon as my controller decides that it wants to work. 3 wins today, and we will qualify for the Europa League. But it has to be 3 wins today to guarantee it. Otherwise, it will go to tomorrow's FA Cup final. Manchester United's starting lineup. David De Gea in goal. João Cancelo, Nicolas Sula, Marquinhos, Alex Telles. Sander Berge, Wilfred Ndidi. Serge Gnabry, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin up top. 1, 2, 3, 4 recognisable Manchester United players in that starting lineup from real life. Obviously, you recognise everybody else that's in the team, but not traditionally considered Manchester United players. We'll wait and see how things go. Calvert-Lewin was a monster for us at Everton in that save to start the FIFA year. And he was a monster for us on Football Manager as well. But will he be my Achilles heel in this game and provide a reason for us not to qualify for Europe when he was kind of the reason we won anything at Everton in the first save of the year? Bruno Fernandes, however, can also do some damage. Manchester United 1, Hull City 0 after 6 minutes. That's not part of the script, Bruno. Right. The task just got harder. Here's Serge Gnabry in behind. Sangare's coming across to deal with it. Trying his best to just out-muscle Serge. Look at the run from Sander Berge there in the middle. Here's Bruno Fernandes. That was his 20th goal of the season to give them a 1-0 lead. And Calvert-Lewin has given them a 2-0 lead. Is this game proving why we need to improve yet further to ensure that we can challenge at the top of the table in future seasons? Probably. Manchester United 2, Hull City 0. In the fight for 6th, we're finding out exactly why we're only fighting for 6th and not for the top 4. Because we're not as good as the sides currently in the top 4. This is frustrating, isn't it? Hopefully there's still something to play for after this game, and there should be, because we could still do it. But we would be more reliable or more reliant on other results than we are our own if we end up still losing this fixture. But there's still an hour's worth of football left to play, so don't write me out of it just yet. Sangare into Malik Wilks. Marco Reus apparently retiring at the end of the season. You guys noted earlier on in the year actually that Sergio Ramos is doing the same. So there may be the opportunity for a Marco Reus and Sergio Ramos regen opportunity next season. Although I don't know as they grow well enough or be high enough rated for us to consider adding them to the squad. But I certainly will look for them and try and find them if I can to show you guys the regens when they're available. Both Ramos and Marco Reus obviously in the Premier League. Reus here at Man United, Ramos at Manchester City. So bury it. So we should quite easily be able to find them. A German central attacking midfielder in the Premier League and a Spanish centre-back in the Premier League. They should be either automatically assigned to a club or in the free agents. I think they're normally automatically assigned to a club in the division that they retired in, aren't they? You'll have to let me know, though, because I can never remember. At the very beginning of the next season, where will Ramos and Reus's regens be? Will they be in the free agents? Will they be already assigned to a club in the league that they retired in? Or will they be at a club in the league they started in, like Ramos would be in La Liga and Reus would be in the Bundesliga? I can never remember. Do let me know, and I'll look for them at the beginning of the next season. I mean, we've had 5 shots. I just haven't scored yet. 3 goals coming for Hull in the second half. It's a long shot. Down the line into Pinto. Good spin. Finds Gallagher. Look at the run of Wilks. There's not much in ways of support yet. But we will find a teammate here in Gallagher, and Sangare's there, and Charlie Barnett has a little bit of space. And I keep finding myself in this position, on the edge of the Man United box, with nowhere to go. They are defending brilliantly. And considering they've got nothing to play for, a bit selfish of them really, isn't it? I mean, it wouldn't be fair on the other teams involved in the Premier League with, you know, things on the table still to play for, like ourselves, and the opponents that we're playing against. It wouldn't be fair for Man United not to give their all, as they would have done in every other normal game, to just allow us to get the win. That's not in the vein of good sportsmanship and good gamesmanship, but unfortunately it means that they're battering me. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has gone off, and on in his place is Anthony Martial. They do have Robert Lewandowski on the bench as well, as if they didn't already have a wealth of attacking talent in the squad. Sangare, is he onside there, Keane Lewis Potter? I hope so. We could be in. Oh! God, nearly an own goal. Nearly the open goal that I needed if it had reached Malik Wilks. Neither have ended up with the ball in the back of the net. Bayard keeps that in play. Fired through. Come on, Charlie. Come on, Charlie. Get past the defender. He's done well, Charlie Barnett. He's done really well. He's done really well. Ah, he can't score against Man United. Sanderberger off for them. And Casemiro on. The squad at Manchester United is ridiculous. We said earlier on in this season that Chelsea had a God squad. If Chelsea had a God squad, then I don't know what the level above that would be, but that's what this Manchester United squad is. It's absolutely ridiculous. Barnett, that's on its way in. If there weren't a goalkeeper in the way. Screw you, David De Gea. David De Gea, though, actually, key to point out, still getting a lot of first-team football here at Manchester United. Still their first-team keeper. And a number of you have recommended Dean Henderson as our potential new goalkeeper next season. And if David De Gea is still getting the first team #1 spot here at Man United, then perhaps Dean Henderson could be a good genuine option for us to go for getting that new #1 in between the sticks next season. Joao Cancelo. Oh, they look for a third here, Man United. They might get it. Burke's in the way. 5 minutes to go. I think we're going to lose, don't you? I'm certainly not scoring 3 goals. I doubt we'll even score 2. Paul Pogba off the bench. Jesus Christ, their squad is just disgusting. It's a dream team, isn't it? A proper dream team for Man United. It's one of the best recruitments I've seen an AI team have in any save, this Man United squad. Not just the starting 11, but all of the strength on the bench as well. It's just outrageous. Just outrageous. They've obviously spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of £1 million on it over the course of 4 seasons. Probably over £1 billion, I'd say. But it's been worthwhile. Or has it been worthwhile? It's been worthwhile with regards to the quality of the squad. But I don't know what they've won, actually. I can't recall Man United actually ever winning a European trophy. And we have looked at the Premier League each season at the end of a season finale, and I mean, I can't recall, good save by Long, I can't recall them ever having won the Premier League. I'd have to go back and have a look at all of the season finales and see how much Man United had actually won throughout the course of this save. But, I mean, if they've spent over £1 billion and haven't won a single trophy, then for all the quality in the squad, they haven't actually lived up to the potential. We had more chances than them. They just had David De Gea in goal, which is a bit of a problem, really. Hopefully next season we'll have a high-quality goalkeeper in goal. I love you, George Long, but unfortunately you just haven't been good enough for this level this season. That means that we could still finish 6th, but we would need West Ham and Arsenal to lose one of their final 2 games. They play each other. On the final day, they play each other. I don't know what that means. It depends what happens on match day 37. West Ham have Everton at home and Arsenal have Brighton away. As if they play each other. Who've Wolves got on the final day? Wolves have Liverpool at home with the title on the line. Oh, dearie me. Even the fixture list is scripted well. Fucking hell. How does this happen every season? Alex Ramiro in goal, Tomiyasu, Van Oysden, Denayer and Atienza Villa, Luca Bacchio out wide, Zielinski, Dahoud and Gineppo with Danny Ings and Emmanuel Dennis as the front 2. Not much on the bench. It's an okay starting lineup for Southampton. I don't know where they are in the league actually, but it's not the worst side in the world. But we should win this. I desperately need to win this. There's Potter with a throw. Sangare, really the only obvious option I had there. Well, that wasn't meant for you, Leonardo, but you'll get it. And he'll play it nicely to Bayard, who's turned inside really well. And here's Charlie Barnett. Oh, the angle narrowed and Van Oysden's gotten back to me. Barnett's done really well to keep possession. And there's Keane Lewis-Potter. Hit it early. Try and catch the keeper and the defenders out. Got it past the defenders. Couldn't get it past the keeper. Good save by Ramiro. Conor Gallagher. Support from Bayard. Malik Wilkes. See ya. Oh, keeper's there again. Oh, Tomiyasu nearly kicking that against Lewis Potter. And I'm pretty sure that would have bounced into the goal had it come off him. Sangare's here with me. I didn't see the number 8 stood there. Pinto round the corner. Barnett, get it in on that left. There we go. There's the lead. Hull 1. Southampton 0. That's a better start than the last one, isn't it? Denier to Zielinski. Looking at Chelsea trying to close down Manchester City above them. Look, there's only 2 points in that. If we win this, there's only 2 points. No, there's only 1 point between us and Wolves on that 62. But it depends what's happening with Arsenal and West Ham as to whether we stand a chance on the final day. If Arsenal and West Ham both win, then on the final day, we cannot finish above one of them. Because one or both will score enough points to get them too far away from us. We have to hope that both of them fail to win on match day 37 and that they draw against each other on match day 38. That is how we could finish in 6th. And as I'm talking about it, West Ham score against Everton, but we've scored against Southampton. We're doing our part now. It's just a shame that Man United had to put a pretty large nail into our 6th place hopes coffin prior to coming down to the south coast. But at least we're doing the job we need to in this game, even if we couldn't do it in the last. Come on, Everton, pull your fingers out. Hopefully Brighton are doing something as well. We'll check the scores at half-time. But here now, at St Mary's, it's 2-0 Hull. It's a good turn. It's a good tackle by Staley. Well done, mate. Lewis Potter across to Sangare. Oh, this is good football. Really good football. Why couldn't I do this at Old Trafford? Alec Wilkes. I've got so many options. I don't know what to do. I could have shot. I could have squared it to one. I could have squared it to another. We have people arriving behind me too. It's 3 at St Mary's. Goals and points on the way. We'll find out at half-time if Everton have managed to equalise and if Brighton are doing the unthinkable in getting something against Arsenal. Although Brighton do have something to play for. They know that if they get a point in that game, they're safe. So they should be, hopefully, giving it their best efforts to try and get something off the Gunners. We've failed to beat one team in red and white. We're now beating the other team in red and white. And we play Crystal Palace at the end, but it's Arsenal in red and white that we're hoping to beat to, or one of the teams that we're hoping to beat to 6th spot. Lewis Potter's in behind. Pull it back. Someone's there. It's Pinto. It's a brilliant save by Ramiro. And we will end the half just 3-0 in front. But what's the score elsewhere? Stay with me. Let's find out. Arsenal versus Brighton is 1-0 Arsenal. But Everton have equalised against West Ham, which is huge. And Liverpool are 1-0 up against Spurs, which is huge as well, of course, with regards to the title. That would put Liverpool 1 point above Tottenham with 1 game to play. If Tottenham win that, they've won the title, but easier said than done at Anfield. Come on, Brighton. Come on, Everton. Get goals, please. Slattery over the top, looking to Luca Bacchio. West Ham have scored again, so they're now winning against Everton. I wanted goals at the London Stadium, but not for the home side. Come on, Everton. Don't you dare give a pen for that. Sort your lives out and get an equaliser at least, please. If West Ham drop points and Brighton can find an equaliser against Arsenal, then we should hopefully be able to get it done, provided they draw with each other on the final day. Volley that, please, Pinto. Oh, he loves a cheeky volley at the back post of them, and he doesn't. Leonardo Pinto did it against Man United yesterday. Man United did it against Liverpool yesterday. Doing it against Southampton here today. We're winning by 4-0 now. This is much more like it than what happened at Old Trafford. Tottenham have equalised against Liverpool in the fight for the title. Mason Mount gets the goal, which ensures that Tottenham stay 2 points clear of Liverpool at the top of the table with a game to play. The title looks like it's going to go down to the final day unless Tottenham find another. Second goal for Liverpool. Literally, immediately, Liverpool take the lead again. So yes, the title race will go down to the final day. The only way it can't is if Tottenham win that fixture. Deary me, it's all kicking off at Anfield, isn't it? It's been pretty straightforward here at St Mary's. And hopefully it's pretty straightforward for us against Crystal Palace itself. Oh, actually, we're probably at home, aren't we? Rather than having to travel to Selhurst Park. Pretty sure it should be pretty straightforward against them as well. But still no news of anything at Brighton or since West Ham took a 2-1 lead against Everton. So with 22 minutes to play, we are still reliant on other fixtures. And probably looking like 7th is going to be the best we can muster. Unless something worldy happens. Vokins finds Gineppo. I'm worried about that runner. He's gone offside so we can close the ball down instead. Win that, please. Oh, Slattery knocks it down. Stay will recover the loose ball as the shot was blocked by another defender. And Wilkes just keeps possession there. Oh, I thought they were talking about another game for a minute. Whip. Volley. Oh! How has he generated that much power just by holding his leg there? That's a nutty goal by Charlie Barnett. We've scored 5 in 2 of our last 3 games. He's not really swung at that. He's just, there's not much pace on the... Not much pace on the cross. That's a ridiculous finish. His 11th goal of the Premier League season, Charlie Barnett. And we have 5 at St Mary's, just as we had 5 against Liverpool at home yesterday. Unfortunately, we failed at Old Trafford. A goal in the Brighton game. No, it's a second goal for Arsenal. Brighton had equalised. Oh, no. I think that means that both West Ham and Arsenal will be 3 points clear of us on the final day. And they play each other. So one of them will stay above us if we beat Palace. Oh. And what... Oh, Jesus. Well, we'll at least finish 1 place higher if we win against Palace, or even avoid defeat against Palace. We'll at least finish 8th. But we could finish 7th. We could finish 6th. I think. I think it's more like 7th now. We're in for a 6th here. And Malik Wilkes should just calmly slot this home, and does. As things stand then, I think the highest we can finish is 7th. But I'll have to clarify that by having a look at the league table ahead of the Palace game. The whistle's gone. And we haven't had any other word from the other games other than when I last saw you. Malik Wilkes for the hat-trick. 21 league goals for him now this season. I think that might bring him into consideration for the Golden Boot this year. A dominant performance. And Everton did equalise against West Ham. So that changes things. So we're on 61. We can't finish above Arsenal unless West Ham beat them. But if West Ham beat them, then we won't finish above West Ham. So we cannot finish 6th. If Arsenal lose, it means that West Ham are on 65 points. If they draw, Arsenal are on 65 points. And if Arsenal win, then obviously they're going to be above us. Oh, 7th is the best that we can muster. But it's Arsenal that we have in the FA Cup final. So if Arsenal finish 6th and we finish 7th, we could still lose the FA Cup final, I believe, and get European qualification next year. Because Liverpool won the Carabao Cup, then the 6th place Europa League spot would go, or the next Europa League spot would go to 6th place in the league. But if Arsenal had won the FA Cup and have already qualified for the Europa League, then surely it would then go to the 7th place team in the league, which hopefully will be us, as Wolves face Liverpool and West Ham face Arsenal. Because if West Ham beat Arsenal and we win and Wolves fail to win, then we will finish 7th anyway. So a Europa League finish via the league is still a possibility, I believe. That's my confirmation manager of the month. It was for... it came in on the 1st of May, but it was for April. That's what got me confused. You want a new contract, do you, Jack? Focus on your football, pal. I'm probably going to let you go next season, to be honest. Right. Well, there is still potentially a Europa League spot via a league finish to play for on the final day. What is it with my FIFA content and stuff happening on the final day, things being decided for us and others on the final day in every single season that we ever play? It's just mental. Here we go then. Final day of the Premier League season with all to play for with regards to the European spot. And then tomorrow, all to play for with regards to an FA Cup final and potentially a European spot there if we don't do it today. Oh my God! At home against Crystal Palace then. Let's go and get 3 points. Let's go and get 7th. Palace's starting lineup is Gunyok in goal, Conan, Kumbola, Anton and Malacia, Ayu, Ezi, Santamaria and Wamangituka, with Martinez and Wilf Zaha up top in a 4-4-2. On paper, Palace can save themselves still, and the pre-game graphic it showed as Palace being relegated. It had an R next to their name. But they are 3 points behind Brighton with better goal difference. If Palace win here and Brighton lose, Palace can save themselves on the final day. Obviously, we still have a lot to play for. Oh, Pinto's left foot's a bit shit, isn't it? Christ. We still have plenty to play for ourselves, so we're not going to be gifting them any victory here. But they could save themselves if they're able to get victory against us at the K-Comp. No word about any goals elsewhere yet, but we are only 7 minutes in. Very intrigued to see how this pans out. And at the top of the table as well. A goal for Everton. Who are they playing? Southampton. That doesn't mean much to us right now. Probably should have gone to Wilkes there. Never mind. Barnett. I'll go to Sangare first. Then out wide to Lewis Potter. Just lift it. Oh, Charlie Barnett's there. Is he onside? He is. That's Hull 1, Crystal Palace 0. We've got the goal that we need. The advantage that we need. Now we need other things to go our way elsewhere. Oh, Santa Maria. Just dillying on it in the middle. It's not good enough. Second goal for Southampton against Everton. It's not one of the games that we're overly concerned about today. Gallagher. Didn't even know where the ball was there halfway through that move. Santa Maria. Wamangituka to Conan, the right back. Forward into Santa Maria. 5 minutes to go in this first half. We still hold a slender advantage, but it is only slight. Conan's done well to keep that in. And here's Wamangituka. I tried to read him cutting his side. He didn't, and thankfully Reece Burke's gotten to that. Can we get to that with Santa Maria? We can't. Sorry, can they get to it with Santa Maria? They can't. That was odd. I don't know what that attempted save was by George Long, but thankfully he's kept it out. We'll float this looking for either Charlie Barnett or Leonardo Pinto and find neither of them, unfortunately, because Malacia is pretty damn fast. So we're 1-0 up. We're doing our bit, even if we didn't do our bit at Old Trafford. What else is happening around the grounds? Arsenal, West Ham are drawing, meaning we will finish 7th behind Arsenal. And we want Arsenal to finish 6th now. We want Arsenal to finish 6th. Actually, it depends what's happening in the Wolves game. Wolves drawing against Liverpool, so yes. We are going to finish 7th as things stand. And Tottenham will win the league as things stand. There's the goal in the Arsenal game. Second goal for Arsenal, good. If it's going to swing one way, I'd like it to swing that way. As we mentioned, for the chance to finish 7th and still perhaps qualify for European football via a league finish. Wamangituka heads in to the arms of the awaiting George Long. I'm not too sure about the logic behind that whole finishing 7th thing if Arsenal finish 6th and still qualifying for Europe because of the FA Cup or Carabao Cup final results. Certainly, obviously, the FA Cup final result hasn't been assured yet. Barnett, brilliant strength to hold off the defenders. We're certainly going to do our bit here and win on the final day to relegate Crystal Palace. Sorry, Palace fans. But is 7th place good enough to qualify for Europe via a league finish? I don't know. And there's no way to tell either, unfortunately. There's no way for me to check that I've qualified for Europe until we get to next season. And if we win the FA Cup, then we qualify for Europe anyway. I'd be intrigued to know if I almost want to finish 7th and then lose to Arsenal just to see if we do qualify for Europe. But obviously, I'd rather just make sure that we qualify for Europe. But it would be interesting if it does pan out the previous way and we win this game but lose the FA Cup final. And I do believe we'll get European qualification. Wolves have just taken the lead against Liverpool, which means we won't finish 7th. So that entire scenario is now null and void unless Liverpool find an equaliser there, because that means that Wolves will finish above us and no, not above Arsenal, because Arsenal were winning. So we'll finish 8th as things stand. Oh, Wolves, why have you done that to me? If that is the case and Wolves hold on to their result against Liverpool at Molineux, then we will have to win the FA Cup final tomorrow to ensure European football for next season in the Europa League. Oh, dear me. There's so many different permutations, so many different outcomes of all of the different things available to us here on the final day, and including the FA Cup final too. Charlie Barnett could be in for a 3rd and a hat-trick here. Keeper's calm. He's not got there. Charlie tries to deftly loft it. Deftly loft it and lofts it, but not deftly. Driven out wide nicely, actually, to Wilf Zaha, and he's got options, one of which is Wamangituka. Stir you. Oh, does excellently and then terribly at the same time. Wilfred Zaha to Abrechiesi. Through the gap, looking for Wamangituka. Over the top to Malacia, forward from left back, under control. They are in the way, but Malacia is still holding on to it. Zaha to Wamangituka, shot blocked and away. Not the best clearances at all from Bayer, and Wamangituka could have another go here. Is that foul? It is. Not much contact, but enough to cause the man to just swing and kick at thin air. He's going off now, Wamangituka. He's not going to get the chance to have another impact after winning that free kick. I'm not sure who it is that's come on for him. Martinez will take the free kick here for Palace. Wamangituka off and Ramirez on. But Martinez fires that over the bar. Not good enough from Josef Martinez. And not good enough from Crystal Palace on the day or in the season. They are going down to the Championship for next year. Thank you very much. Going down to the Championship next year and will not be playing in the top flight of England for the next 12 months. They'll probably get themselves back up again at the first attempt, you'd imagine. Can Charlie Barnett hold off defenders again to score another and get a hat-trick? He can't. A minute and a half left to go here. And we've done our bit. I don't know what's happened elsewhere other than the last I heard was Arsenal 2, West Ham 1. The last we heard was Wolves 2, Liverpool 1. So it looks like right now, I think we've finished 8th. I think. But it depends on what happens once we hit advance here. What has happened. Arsenal draw with West Ham. So Arsenal will finish 7th. But I couldn't scroll quickly enough to see what happened in the Wolves game. Tournament prize money, £148.9 million added to the bank balance. Thanks to our finish in the league table this season. Finances, we have a profit of nearly £300 million this year. That'll do very nicely indeed. Tomorrow, we will have a one-off special for the FA Cup final against Arsenal. And then we'll have a full season roundup after that as well. But where have we finished in the Premier League? 8th. Wolves were able to hold on and beat Liverpool at home, meaning that Spurs win the league. Spurs won by 2-0 against Leicester. Liverpool knew that if they won against Wolves at Molineux, they would have won the league. But it wasn't to be. Tottenham topped the table. Liverpool in 2nd, Manchester United 3rd, Manchester City 4th, and Chelsea in 5th. Arsenal 6th, Wolves 7th, and ourselves 8th. So if we are to get European football next season, I have to win the FA Cup final. Previous results against Arsenal, we'll go through this again tomorrow, just show you the previous results against Arsenal. But previous 2-1 win against them in January. And towards the beginning of the season, we got a 2-0 win as well. We have a 100% record against Arsenal in this save this season. Will we still have a 100% record in this save this season after tomorrow's FA Cup final? I don't know, but Europa League football is on the line. Join me tomorrow for the FA Cup final at Wembley as Hull look to get revenge for the 2014 FA Cup final 10 years on. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do make sure you drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe with the notification bell ticked so you don't miss out on any further content. Of course, like I say, follow me on Twitch, link down below to watch some Football Manager. But for now, that's all for me for this video. I will see you tomorrow with an FA Cup final special. Ta-da.